Today, I semi-represent the Black Panthers. All right. What does being black mean to me? It means being the very best that I can be. Being black means that I have a target on my back wherever I go. However, I stand strong and let nothing discourage or nothing knock me off of my path. Black History Month for me is one of the most celebrated holidays, months in this household. This month is a month that was dedicated for us. Black History Month began initiated by historian Carter G. Woodson and the Association for the Study of African American Life and History, ASALH, to promote the teaching of Black history in schools. February was chosen to align with the birthdays of Frederick Douglass and Abraham Lincoln. It expanded to a month-long celebration in 1976. However, we all know why February was chosen. This month, which is a very short month, some would say is the shortest month of the year. However, this month we celebrate being black. Now, being black is not just about being one, as they like to try to put us in one box. We come in many different shades: beautiful dark-skinned people, beautiful brown-skinned people, and beautiful light-skinned people. We come in many different sizes. We come in many different personalities, textures of hair, height, weight, etc. We do not speak the same. We were not raised with the same accommodations of finances, and so much more that urges us all to be different. Being black means that we do not have the liberty, nor are we expected to be as good as our white counterparts, but we have the burden to be better. We have to be extra. We have to be loud. We have to be exuberant. We have to be more to be given the same seat at a broken table. But it's time for us to build our own table. Invite all that was castrated and all that were looked down upon to have a seat. I do not believe in pleasing or kissing upon the feet for one race to uplift ours. We deserve everything in this country that this current government is trying to take away from us. Everything our grandmother, everything our grandfather, our grandparents, and so on and so forth was owed to them and us. So on today, we celebrate that during Black History Month, as we as black people come in many ethnicities, cultures, nationalities, countries, states, accents, and so forth. The Caribbean culture is a vibrant, diverse community shaped by African, European, indigenous, and Asian influences, defined by resilience, lively music, reggae, soca, and so many more, with flavor-filled, spicy cuisines. The Barbados, the Bahamas, Cuba, Dominica, the Dominican Republic, Grenada, Haiti, Jamaica, St. Kitts, the Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Venice, and the Grenadines, the Trinidad and Tobago. Many different cultures make upon the Caribbean culture. African culture. African culture is a vast, diverse, and evolving tapestry comprising over 3,000 distinct ethnic groups and 2,000 plus languages. With its dance, traditions, food, music in many countries like Nigeria, Ethiopia, Egypt, Congo, South Africa, Kenya, Ghana, and so many more. Then you have my culture, the Black American culture. Black American culture is one of the most influential, stolen, and replicated cultures on this planet. From our country's tunes, to our soulful singing, to our guitar blues, to our dance anthems, to our electrifying rock and roll or our house music, to our style of clothing, to our talk, to our walk, our movement being considered one of the most effective movements to be accomplished in this country. The braiding of the hair, when our ancestors would braid rice and corn and grain seeds into their braids to plant on free land. When we were given the scraps and turned into soulful cuisines. The blood we have shed that built this country. Madam C.J. Walker and her magical hair grower. Malcolm X, who advocated for black empowerment, self-defense by any means necessary. Rosa Parks, who did not give up her seat so that we could take a seat. Harriet Tubman, who ran 100 miles back and forth so we could walk 1 mile to the store. And for me personally, Beyonce, who reinvented music as a black woman in the music industry with her most recent 3-act album project, where she is reclaiming genres originated by black Americans, such as house and dance music with her album Renaissance, country with her album Cowboy Carter, and her rumored rock and roll album coming out this year, influenced by many various artists like Prince, Tina Turner, and Betty Black. A poem I wrote a couple years ago from a different point of time, but if I could rewrite it, I would say rich and black. However, broke and black. Broke and black. Those may wonder and ask, what do you mean by that? Being broke but black. I ain't got no money, write me a check. Bounce, forge, I don't care, oh, what the heck. Food stamps, taxes, anything will help to push me forward for myself. But I still strive and believe and work hard. Maybe not out in the yard, I only use my advantages that this generation savages. TikTok, YouTube, stocks, all of it, not getting paid from not one bit. Yet my day will come, a tree I planted from a seed it came from. Broke now but rich later, my skin I see even greater. People put me down and judge, but don't judge the highest children, for you shall be judged. I have a plan that y'all cannot see. I want to make something of myself, something that I want to be. Tired of sitting and doing nothing when I could get up and do something. Already wealthy in my skin, that's really the way it's been. We have worked extremely hard just to receive the back end of the card. But now we flipped it to see the other side, creations we've made from things we weren't supplied. So really I say, a change happens today. Broke but black, broke but black, broke but black. Thank God Almighty that I'm still black.